fear region and stress region of our brain. Okay. So the point is that learning behavioral change can only be attained if there's a certain amount of stress. All right. So if you just stay at home today and relax, you're not going to get much behavioral change. So I'm glad you're here. and we have a great challenge finding this place, so there's a lot of stress. So we are ready to learn. Okay. And I want to talk to you a little bit about schema. If you can get me the schema I book. Right. There are a lot of resources outside if you're interested. So the thing is, okay, let's do this. You see, we do coaching, and I do coaching, but it is notoriously difficult to get lasting behavioral change. Right? People go on diets and then go back to status quo most of the time. I do a lot of couple work as well, and thanks. And it is really difficult to get couples and individuals to change their behavior. Right? That is because we are only using one part of the brain, the prefrontal lobe. Okay? So this is what some of you might have heard of CBT. Some of our colleagues are learning CBT in center now. And CBT is great. It has a lot of outcome studies, cognitive behavioral therapy, and NLP is a little bit linked to that. But it does not last. You cannot find any outcome studies like more than 2 years of CBT. 1 year, 2 years, you might get. Right? So why is that? It is because it involves only the prefrontal lobe. And that's the same with positive psychology. You've heard a lot about positive psychology. And all this is great. I have no quarrel with them, but the point is you do not lead to lasting change. So in order to lead to lasting change, we need to activate the amygdala. Okay. So when the amygdala is activated, you get this concept called schema. All right. What is schema? Okay. You have maybe a schema about present a psychologist. Maybe that would challenge you today. I'm not like a typical psychologist, replying things. So we all have schemas to understand the world. It saves us a lot of time. Our brain is really want to be efficient. We don't want to like construct everything from start. So we have what is schema that is developed from young, right?
Perspective.
Yeah, it's precisely perspective. You can look at it as perspective. So it's a psychological concept. It's like a lens that we have, right? And the problem for most of us is most of these schemas are dysfunctional. Okay. I mean, they were originally developed to be functional. So just as someone in Iraq today, he would be very cautious and scared, and if he's so that would be his schema about the world, right? But if he's going to come over here in Malaysia, he will still be very cautious and scared and suspicious, unnecessarily. Okay, so his schema, which was functional, has become dysfunctional. So schema is contextual, right? So we all grew up with a pretty screwed up environment, right? And so we have adopted all this dysfunctional schema, and now we are in a safe, functional environment, and yet we still see the world with all this dysfunctional schema, all right? So you want to, sorry, this is a little bit small, but we will set the slide in. So the founder of schema is Dr. Jeffrey Young. Okay, this is actually known as the third wave of CBT. Okay, CBT have gone through a lot of transformation in this third wave, and so this is the schema will be down. I need to thank Jeffrey for helping with the slide she had left us. So as a result of this schema, we have something called modes. Okay, and it's because of the dysfunctional schema, you have dysfunctional modes. So schema is something invisible we cannot see, but we can see modes. You know, when we see someone very angry or very withdrawn, these are all modes that for example, we have the angry child mode, impulsive mode, lonely child, unity, detached, avoidance, all these are modes. And in our coaching, we will try to transform these modes to healthy adult modes. Okay, so that is the objective of today. So I welcome questions at any time. Okay, so what is to be as interactive as possible?
Can you explain parenthood?
Sorry?
Why is I'm just what my impression is that parenthood seems to be dysfunctional. The child mode, a healthy what they call adult mode is more functional.
Yeah. The parent mode is started with how our parents treat us. Okay. And most of us don't have healthy parents. I mean, we're not blaming them. It's they're human beings. They're under stress. They have multiple roles to play. So as a child, we demand and require 100% attention, and there's no way we're going to get that from our parents.
An example of a dysfunctional parental mode is?
Sort of. Maybe we want the best for our children, so we become very demanding. Okay, we might even use some guilt-inducing method. We'll tell stories. When I was a child, I really work hard, and not like you racing around. So this is guilt-inducing. Parents. Yeah, and some of us, like me, I got hit by my parents, right? So this is punitive parents. In our Asian culture, is considered quite normal. But as a child, this is punitive, right?
Okay. So can we be in a parental mode without exhibiting this kind of behavior?
Of course, we can be.
That's a healthy.
Yeah, so we can be like very nurturing parents, validating, always 100% emotionally there, which are very rare, right? But when we learn, we want to. So this is called the sins of our father, which we pass down to our children, and that's why we need coaching and therapy to cut this off, right? So sure, we can become better, and the parenting mode, is become internalized. Okay, and I will show later. So we become critical to ourselves, because our parents were critical. So our parents are no longer there to criticize us, but we have inherited that. So that becomes a mold in us. We become the critical parent. Yeah. And yes.
What's the difference between this transactional analysis?
What is the difference between this and transactional analysis? Okay, transactional analysis was founded by Eric Berne, right? And it's all right. So let me illustrate here. So it is based on the concept of ego states, right? So you have the parent, adult, and child ego states, and then they move around, right? But then there's only three, so I guess that's the difference. So here we have a lot of modes, right? But here there's only three, so maybe it's a development from transactional analysis. I thought that it's a good, interesting idea. So the outcome of today will be hopefully very enriching and collaborative. We all collaborate and new ideas. All right. So this is how we formulate the coaching session and do our assessment of the coaching. So for example, we have a case. Of R who is maybe very critical of people, maybe have a very high perfectionistic, what we call unrelenting standards. Okay, all these are modes, and that's maybe as well. Okay, and then there might be anti-bullier modes. So how do we change it to be and how do we adapt? So to do that, we need a certain amount of stress to trigger the amygdala. Okay, and this is where the schema is. So this is a picture of stress. You can actually all measure your stress level. So stress, there's something called stress hormone, cortisol. Yeah, cortisol, right? And cortisol is vital for energy. The reason that you're all here this morning is because you have enough cortisol. Otherwise, you won't be able to wake up. And if you don't have enough cortisol, for some days you'll die, right? So cortisol is very important. A certain amount of energy, stress, but of course we don't want too much of it. So we can measure. So this coachee, for example, would have too much. So you need to be this way. So if you have too much cortisol here, you will not be able to sleep. It will be like still firefighting at night, and it will suppress his sleep hormone called melatonin. So we want to have a nice level of cortisol. Right? So all this can be measured through saliva.
Roshan?
Yes.
What are the symptoms that a person can recognize that you have too much of cortisol level?
Right. That will be pretty hyper, right? That they cannot sleep at night. If it's depending on when they have it. If they have it very high in the morning, then there will be full of energy in the morning. Right? But if it's high at night, then they will not be able to sleep. And yeah, and of course, when if it is get prolonged, the immune system will be very suppressed. They will start having a lot of infections. It's pretty inflammatory. most diseases are linked to inflammation. When we have inflammation of the brain for a prolonged period of time, you know, we're going to get Alzheimer's, for example.
Do you suppress it consciously?
Yeah, sure. To meditation, yoga, you know, relaxing to your nice music just now, you know, you relax it can. But there's a number of supplements, for example, you can take, you know, that will suppress your cortisol. Particularly, you know, ashwagandha, and these are called adaptogen. Okay, if your cortisol is too high, it will bring it down. If it's too low, it will bring it up. So they're pretty good.
So Edward,
Yes.
the side of very high cortisol is that when you felt that there's inflammation in your body, something like that. So
Yeah.
like heat or whatever.
Yeah,
The sun.
right. It would be Chinese concept. I'm not sure what was the connection between HT and inflammation.
Or maybe pimples will start popping out. Is that a
Well,
or hair
people,
dropping?
yeah, well, hair dropping would be, you know, your immune system is down. People popping up is because your gut has issues, you know, you have a lot of toxins, which might be related to your stress hormone, maybe. I don't know.
Or may not be directly.
Right, may not be done directly. Yeah.
So Edward, how does the brain regulate cortisol? It's a natural function, right?
Yeah, so the brain has something called neurotransmitters, right? These are chemicals in the brain, and one of which is GABA, which is calming, you know.
So,
And if you drink alcohol, you have a lot of GABA.
so then cortisol is the amount of cortisol that you have
Yeah.
goes up and down depending on
your stress level and on your demand, you know, challenges in life, right?
That's right. So
Yeah.
it's an end. I mean, the level of cortisol is a result.
It's your brain way to deal with challenges. Okay, so you know, at this time, you know, it was really important.
Yes,
If
fight,
you
flight,
don't,
thing,
yeah,
yeah.
you don't have enough cortisol, you'll be eaten up, right? Or you won't get your next meal.
So, Rocha,
Yeah.
a quick way, just a quick fix to the problem would be things. Say, for example, I medicate I self-medicate with GABA sort of
Right.
stimulants.
Yeah.
Instead of taking all this what they call nutritious medication. Specifically, what they call take a GABA receptor antagonist.
Then
or
you'll be
agonist.
coming, yeah. Yeah, that would be a quick fix indeed. Yeah. Then that would help your cortisol or ashwagandha. Ginkgo biloba is good for circulation, oxygenation of your brain, you know, which will help your brain. Certainly. You can find more information about this in wellab.net. So let's get back to the coaching. So in order to so what neurocoaching is about is to stimulate enough of stress in the coaching. Right? So that then we can do the behavioral change. Alright? So, you know, so we can demonstrate that. if there's any volunteer today.
How do you stimulate that? What do you mean by stimulate the?
So I will demonstrate now.
Oh, you will demonstrate?
Yes, so anyone wants to volunteer with that they have some behavior they end up been wanting to change, but they haven't been able to do so.
I volunteer.
Sure.
Yes.
So we
Sometimes I can be very emotional at work, you know.
okay.
So you got to be
That's great.
prepare tissue first.
We need one more chair for. So you know, you just bring up a very important point.
Can we record this session now?
We are recording it, I think.
So that okay, we play
So how do you
for learning purposes.
Yeah. So
Don't
we
spread,
want- we
don't
want
spread
to-
YouTube.
We want to chair to be opposite.
Huh?
Yeah. And then this one is for me to be in the middle. Yeah. So maybe we can like blank out this.
I would like to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I appreciate that you move away from the aircon for where I sit because it can raise my cortisol.
Okay.
That's the point.
But you be changing seats, so
So like that, eh?
yeah, like that. But then
Just
you know you might be moving that. So you just raised a very important point about emotions,
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
So in order to raise cortisol and activate the amygdala, the sessions need to be emotional.
now the heart beating very fast.
Right. That's good.
You
know, so, and that's a problem with a lot of coaching technique and therapy because it doesn't involve emotions. Like the CBT is like more in the head. Sorry?
What is emotion here? There are many kinds of emotion.
Sure. I mean, we are looking for right. Yeah. I actually to slightly correct you that there's no negative emotions. All emotions have functions.
Functional.
Yeah, they all have functions. Even anger, sadness, they are there for a purpose, right? So we would rather prefer the term primary and secondary emotions. All right. So when you have like anger can be a primary or secondary emotions. In most cases, it is a secondary emotion, and that's why we think of it as negative. You know,
How do you
when-
define the primary and secondary?
well, the primary will be the original emotion. So when someone didn't say hi to you, you might feel angry, but actually that's a secondary emotion. So the primary emotion would be you were in pain. You know, you were rejected, felt rejected.
So it's a stimulus and response.
Sorry?
This is a stimulus and response.
You can think of it that way, that the primary would activate the secondary, right? So in our coaching session, we want to get back to the primary emotions as far as possible. Okay. Right, so where are you?
A little bit emotional now.
All right. So what sort of behavioral change you've been struggling?
I think about I realized that I tend to have this perfectionist dwelling inside me.
Unrelenting standard mode.
And I have made attempts to not kill the perfectionist, but sometimes I do need the perfectionist to
Sure.
be working
Yeah.
in certain situations.
Mm.
But there are times I notice that this perfectionist actually is stalling me in a certain way.
Right.
And
Yeah.
and I tend to look at what is wrong most of the time rather
Right.
than what is appreciating what is right.
Yes.
So I think I need to sort of manage this perfectionism. I've tried many ways as when you rise, I think this awareness I tend to press down.
Right.
But I don't feel good about that because I find that hey, it's part of me. Why am I pressing it down? So I
Right.
went for coaching, and people said, why are you looking at the half, what they call so this glass of water and it's half full and but I tend to look at the half empty, and when the coaching ends, it's still like, okay,
Right.
I'm still looking at the half glass empty,
Right.
and I feel it's all right, but during the coaching, why are you keep looking at the half glass empty and not, it's full?
Yes. So,
I
yeah.
don't know whether it's because my mother or my father will give me that genes,
wow. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I'm sure we can lump the parents together. So,
I remember the time when I started working
Yes.
in auditing firm. Auditing firm is about looking out for spotting the inconsistency,
Right.
spotting the mistake.
yes.
And I'm very good at that.
Right.
That's why my boss really loved me for that, But it slows me down because I am so absorbed into
Yes.
looking for mistake the company makes. So it slows down my work. So sometimes I get bumbled, why you so slow in your work, But I just don't care, because
Right.
he still enjoy, me working, to be able to spot certain things, because
Indeed.
it's not easy just to sign
Yeah.
the papers like that.
Sure.
So it's like professionalism, plays a big part.
Yes.
Yet,
It can be a problem at another part.
Yeah, it's slow down.
So then this is the idea of the mode, right? It can be functional or dysfunctional at another time. I think we need another chair. Because we are detecting, we can put another chair there. All right. So what we want to do with all these chairs is to split up the modes. Okay.
I got 2 personality.
More than that.
Okay. Oh my God.
We all do. Have,
At least I'm not the only one crazy, right?
but it's not crazy. I mean, there is this disorder in psychology called multiple personality disorder, right? You heard of that? The difference between, there's some similarity, but the difference between a person with that disorder and us is that that person, when they are in a certain self, they have no consciousness about the other selves. But for us, we have some awareness, some more than others.
I think the worst thing at least not helpful was that, my the other half, my spouse is also a specialist. So it really didn't help.
That's why you got together.
That's the approach, I suppose, yeah.
Right. Okay, so to start with, we want to talk to have a dialogue with the stressful self, the really perfectionistic self, right? So we'll ask you to maybe sit over there to be the perfectionistic self.
Sit over there.
Yes. All right. So you are the perfectionistic self of what is your, you have a Christian name?
Oh yeah. People call me Florence or
Florence.
short, people call me Flo.
Flo, correct. So you're the perfectionistic self of Flo, right? So you're like a different person, a different self from Flo. So just to get some orientation, how long have you been with Flo? Yeah.
I think since when I was a little kid.
Since
It
Flo was
shows
a
up-
little
yeah, it
kid.
shows up when I was a little kid,
Right.
at the time when I understand, I know what is right and what is wrong.
Right. So that would be roughly
Yeah,
what,
it shows
two
everything
years
that I
old?
do. It shows, totally I cannot remember, but definitely, perhaps maybe at 7 years old or so,
Right.
I can,
Okay.
it shows up in all that I do
Sure.
when I'm a kid.
Right.
Even when I mop a house, I want to be perfectly, people take probably maybe 1 hour or so, house. So I noticed that.
So-
When people get, dirty my wash, especially my mother invites her friends and her friends bring children to the house. I get very upset when I see children, put their fingerprints onto the wall. I spent so long to clean up the house, clean the wall, clean the floor, clean the sofa, and then this pop like that, and then my mother's right is like nothing happened and just laugh it off. So I
Right.
always get very upset with that.
Okay. So sounds like you do have quite a bit of value to contribute to Flo's life, and you have been doing so.
And also when I grow up,
Right.
then pathology, dating. So I was invited to my husband's house. I remember at the time when it was just before the Chinese New Year, a lot of preparation and cleaning and helping out the house. So I'm also like, I feel happy to showing my best self.
Right.
So I help out in the house. So my then the father-in-law was at the kitchen cooking, right? And I was busy cleaning, helping to clean their house.
Right.
And the cooking, he has finished the cooking and was ready for dinner, but I still not finished cleaning the house. so they said, they call me Fong, why don't you just stop and let's have dinner with us first, don't have to, that one can come in. I said, no, I must finish cleaning first. If not, I don't feel good about it, So I think they also got a little bit of upset, what this lady, you come and eat together and you still want to clean, because it's like, not that the house is so dirty, but still insists on it. So that is the part of the passion is there.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So certain values that if you got the house clean.
But it's not, must finish it.
Right.
To the best extent, to my benchmark, I feel that.
Yeah. So that is the yourself and so Flo needs to we can all appreciate that, and Flo needs to also appreciate you and embrace you as well. Okay. So that's the thing. We need to embrace all the modes and all the selves in order to change. Right? So you're great. You have been contributing a lot to Flo's life. But
This is the first time I really hear someone say that your professionalism is good.
yeah.
Really, it is so, because most of the time, I don't hear people saying that to me, energy that.
Yeah, and I can see the emotion in her, you can see her faces, you can hear. So this is really emotion that we need to appreciate. But Flo also needs to learn how to balance with her other modes. She cannot let you be the sole driver of her life. Otherwise you drive everyone crazy.
Yeah, it does at times. It actually drove my mother-in-law crazy. She cannot understand why I was so, perfect, and even inside the fridge, so I got to make it order, it must be like that, it must be clean, So it really got her a little bit of nervous living with me.
Sure. Yeah. So that is after today's session, Flo will have this awareness more about many of the modes themselves, and will be able then to learn about the balance. So this is the connection to transactional analysis. We want all these equal states to